Sir, as we know that the most crucial requirement in mainly the defense forces is discipline.
आर्मी में डिसिप्लिन ही सब कुछ है. Yes, sir.
So how did you manage to be disciplined throughout your journey?
I wasn't the most disciplined student in school. I used to get punished all the time. The army ensures that you get disciplined. They put you on that path.
So according to you, what is the right age to be disciplined?
There's no age to be disciplined.
सर जैसे you are a colonel. As कहा जाता है कि कर्नल, लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल एंड द रैंक्स बहुत डिफरेंशिएट कर दी जाती है.
If you start from the youngest officer, so जिस ओहदे पे आप हो उस ओहदे के हिसाब से आपको रिगार्ड दिया जाता है and you are treated as per that.
And sir, how did you manage that strict routine जो आर्मी आर्मी लोग फॉलो करते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट होता है. इजी था आपके लिए मैनेज करना?
नहीं बिल्कुल easy नहीं था.
एंड सर ऐसा बोलते हैं कि डिफेंस फोर्सेस आर ऑलवेज ओवरलोक्ड. सो आपका क्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है इस चीज़ पर?
I feel to an extent yes. Everyone likes a good cushy life. I mean,
हाँ.
let's face it. सबको पसंद है कि हम बड़ी गाड़ियों में घूमें, हम अच्छा पैसा कमाएं. और आर्मी का जो वे ऑफ लाइफ है वो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है. लाइक यू आर आल्सो सेइंग, डिसिप्लिन भी है, दूसरी भी चीजें. इट्स अ टफ आस्क इन मेनी थिंग्स. तो उन सब चीजों को देखते हुए हर एक आदमी आर्मी के लिए सूटेबल भी नहीं है और ऑफ भी नहीं करेंगे.
A very warm welcome to everyone present here. Today's marks something truly special. It's not just about an event, but about a vision, passion, dedication, and the voice. Welcome to the episode 3 of Beyond the Books, titled Of the Students, By the Students, and For the Students. Joining us all is Colonel Bhanu Pratap Singh with us. He is an inspiring leader, a soldier, and a sportsman whose life is truly based upon discipline, dedication, and excellence. He has been a St. Paul alumnus in the batch of 1987, who also served as a head boy and an all-rounder student. And after graduation, he was commissioned from OTA Chennai and was also honored with Gallantry Award. So I request everyone to welcome Colonel Bhanu Pratap Singh with us. Sir, we are truly honored to have you on this prestigious platform, and I truly, personally felt privileged to talk to you. Like, you are from inspiring background, you're so disciplined, so I'd love to talk to you today.
We'll not talk about the discipline too much.
Okay.
Because you don't know. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before moving further, I'd like to show some glimpses, some beautiful moments, the reflection of your time that, truly matters, to just ignite a spark of nostalgia in your heart.
Everyone, I think, remembers Dr. APJ very fondly. He was one of our finest presidents in the country. I was honored to have served with him throughout his tenure. In fact, when he joined also, when he assumed the appointment, that time I was there. And we spent some amazing moments there, thanks to him. That is His Highness Maharani Gayatri Devi of Jaipur giving me the trophy. This was the first polo cup that I won, and a lot of you might be knowing about Jindal, Naveen Jindal and Jindal Street. Naveen is the person who would, because we are now allowed to fly our national flag at all places. Earlier, that permission was not there. You couldn't fly them. So a lot of these chalks, you will find the national flag, which is flying there. It is thanks to Naveen Jindal's efforts. So he was the team captain, and along with him, we had won the first tournament. This is back to school, cycling,
Yeah.
and we had. In fact, Vincent is also here, so we used to compete in cycling, and this is one of those.
Vincent sir is a part of our institution also.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So beyond uniform, he is also a polo player, a national level mansman, and currently he's serving as a senior vice president at GPS Renewables. Sir, my question to you is, what inspired you to choose the defense path? Was it a moment which changed your perspective, or it was a dream of yours from childhood?
I might disappoint some, by saying there was no dream per se that I would join the army. In fact, it was not even, so to say, in school, though I was very much part of the NCC and we used to be outdoor types and we were playing all the time. And in fact, we used to be more out on the fields than in the class. But somehow it was not about joining the defense then, defense forces, so to say. And I was obviously preparing, and I was also like the other students during that time. The main careers, if I may say, used to be doctor ban jao, engineer ban jao. या फिर-
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I was also very much in that race. I also appeared for all these IITs and PMTs and PETs because I had science, maths with biology. So I appeared in all of them. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. But thereafter, after graduation, that is when I went and I got selected and I joined the army. So it wasn't a lifelong dream kind of a thing, but it just came naturally, and I thereafter I think it was a destiny, I would say.
Sir, as we know that the most crucial requirement in mainly the defense forces, whether it's air, army or navy, the most crucial requirement is discipline. So how did you manage to be disciplined throughout your journey after clearing that exam, after going to OTA and all?
In a lighter way, like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't, and Vincent will bear by me, I wasn't the most disciplined student in school. I used to get punished all the time. I used to be doing all kinds of wrongs. I'll not quote because I don't want you guys to take inspiration from that. And so, having said that, number one, again in a lighter way, the army ensures that you get disciplined.
True.
They put you on that path.
True.
ठीक है? And otherwise, yes, that more on a serious note, that is a requirement for the army because of how it is structured and what it is expected to do. So then it builds up, it becomes part of your life, and each and everything you do, right from getting up in the morning at a particular time, to going through a rigorous training schedule, to your daily routine, everything automatically brings you on to that because that becomes a requirement. And as a leader, you would expect your juniors, your people who are following you also, or whom you are commanding, to also be more disciplined because that is the requirement of the. So that's how it
Yeah,
all boils
so-
down and aligns.
So according to you, what's the right age to be disciplined, or it just comes from inside?
There's no age to be disciplined. I mean, our understanding of discipline also needs to be. You need to be disciplined. Let's say a sportsman. He needs to be disciplined in his training. He needs to be disciplined in being consistent,
True.
perseverant. That is the discipline which is more important rather than what we might consider as discipline in terms of if somebody comes and you stand up in shun or matlab you stand up straight.
Yeah.
So that need not be. Or if there is nothing to do and you continue to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so that if there is an aim and it is meeting that, then you need to be focused and disciplined. So that is my concept or my idea of discipline.
Sir, as an ND aspirant myself, so हमको 15 officer like qualities are required.
Absolutely.
So what advice or suggestion you will give to the youth जिनको NDA की preparation करनी है, or who wants to go through FCAT or CDS or through any entrance exam, who wants to go into the defense line?
Okay, that's a good question, and I'm very happy that you've done a little homework on that
Yeah.
because not everyone knows these 15 qualities that you're spoken
True.
about.
Agree.
Fortunately, just for your this thing.
Even I'm an
I-
NCC student.
Okay, damn good. So I am also a psychologist. In SSB, you have 3 people who select the aspirants. So one is the ground training officer, the second is the psychologist, and third is the interviewing officer. So there are 3 people who together, and this is, by the way, the Indian SSB Services Selection Board is a very scientifically constructed selection center.
Yeah.
So I have been a psychologist in that. So I can, as a this thing, I can always guide you on how to prepare. But on a wider front, when you talk about it, I feel there are certain qualities which are intrinsic to a person, and there are certain qualities which can be trained or developed. So the trainable qualities, if I may call that, are the qualities which people are okay with and they will accept. So those are things that you, in preparatory phase, like you're talking about,
Yeah.
that is what can be trained and you can prepare. However, there are certain other qualities which are intrinsic and which you can't do much about. Therefore, it is better to be natural in the SSB. And so if you have it, you'll get through. Also, as a footnote, there are people like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, who did not make it through SSB. They all failed in SSB.
Oh.
So that, in effect, is not a reflection on their capability. It is purely a reflection that Army needs something, Army, Air Force, or the services need something, and they did not have those qualities. The 15 qualities you spoke about, they did not match, therefore they. And again, it's not a reflection because all of them have done extremely well.
Yeah. In
So
their own professions.
that
they
should
did
not
great.
disappoint anyone either.
Yeah.
But that is.
सर आर्मी जो है उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा ही स्ट्रिक्ट स्केड्यूल एंड रूटीन फॉलो किया जाता है रादर देन नेवी और एयरफोर्स. सो हाउ डिड यू मैनेज, आपने कैसे मैनेज किया कि आप बिल्कुल स्ट्रिक्ट रूटीन फॉलो करें, आप उसमें डिसिप्लिन रहें? सो हाउ डिड यू मैनेज टू गेट इनटू ओटीए एंड थ्रू आउट आप बिल्कुल डिसिप्लिन रहें?
Services actually, all three of them, all our discipline and our training और जो भी training regime जो चलता है in the academy also, it is all aligned to what you are expected to do once you've got commissioned. So with that in mind, Army has a certain functional requirement, I would say. So going by that, Army ensures that you do it. Now, obviously, since you are focused on that job as well,
Yeah.
so being disciplined ensures that you are well prepared for whatever eventuality. And I mean, needless to say that the Army prepares itself for war. So you got to be ready for that eventuality. So you obviously need to be accordingly structured and disciplined.
Yeah. सर जैसे यू आर अ कर्नल, सो एज कहा जाता है कि कर्नल, लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल एंड द रैंक्स बहुत डिफ्रेंशिएट कर दी जाती है. तो एक्चुअली में जो वहाँ पे जो अपने सीनियर्स होते हैं जो अपने से रिएक्ट करते हैं, सो वो बेस करते हैं कि हमको इस पोजीशन पर ऐसे रिएक्ट करना है, इन अगर इनकी ये पोजीशन है तो वी हैव टू मेंटेन लाइक दैट. तो कुछ डेकोरम होता है फॉर पर्टिकुलर पोजीशंस और सबको इक्वल ट्रीटमेंट दिया जाता है, एज वी हैव वर्ड कि इक्वल ट्रीटमेंट दिया जाता है. सो इज इट ट्रू?
Equal treatment, I'll just say again, it is, if you start from the youngest officer, when you got commissioned, during our time we used to go as second lieutenants. Now they're going as lieutenants. So when you go as a lieutenant, you are learning everything. So initially you are not, you can't be treated as a senior major or a lieutenant or a colonel for that matter. So जिस ओहदे पे आप हो उस ओहदे के हिसाब से आपको रिगार्ड दिया जाता है and you are treated as per that. So, but by and large, like I mentioned earlier, since the Army trains for war, it has to, and we do develop a very strong camaraderie and an esprit de corps, as we call it. So that is very important because tomorrow you have to go into war together. The other guy has to hold your back and you got to get his back. That is a very important part. Therefore, that way an equality is there. So the brotherhood of officers is a very strong bond. Initially, yes, it takes time to build up something, but over a period of time, it develops. And the first question you spoke about the colonel. The colonel generally in a unit is the commanding officer, and he is the boss of it. So his directions and his orders have to be taken as gospel for everything.
Okay.
Because that again is a requirement. Tomorrow in war, if he tells you to go into,
You have to go.
you got to go. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You cannot think about it. I will die or I'll get hurt or that. Those things are not. So therefore, that is one of the reasons why the discipline also channelizes you and trains you for that particular.
सर अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं थोड़ी सी पोजीशन से हट के आपके एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग आप बताइएगा कि वन लेसन जो सबको एज अ यूथ एज अ स्टूडेंट सबको इनकलकेट करना चाहिए जो आपको थोड़ा सा लेट पता चला बट वी शुड नो इट अर्लियर.
Yeah, that is a very important thing. जो मैंने उसमें भी बोला कि there are couple of things. We all of us get focused and school में भी हमारे को बार बार बुलाता है कि हाँ ये बनना है, खूब मेहनत करो, हार्ड वर्क, ऑल दैट थिंग इज वेरी गुड एंड डेफिनेटली इट इज रिक्वायर्ड. Few things people get disappointed very early and disappointed without putting in adequate effort.
True.
Pehle you should be very clear in your aim. Don't get guided by your parents or peers or spouse. Spouse obviously you don't have then, hopefully. To which is the career that you want to go for. My simple guideline rather would be think about what you would like to continue doing for the rest of your life and enjoy doing.
Agree.
And today you can make a career out of almost anything that you would want to do, which was not the case earlier. However, so that is an important thing. Choose your line wisely and thereafter put in effort. If you are focused on that, don't wait for it to come to you or your destiny. You need to put in efforts. Destiny does not come to a person sitting on the you know where. So you need to put in your effort. Thereafter leave it to destiny. And the other part which I mentioned there was also in all our focus, in our perseverance, in our efforts, we forget to enjoy the journey.
Huh.
It shouldn't happen that after reaching the retirement age or after having achieved whatever you set out to achieve, you suddenly realized, yes, you've achieved it, good. But those 30 years or 40 years, you've also lost out on a lot of things which you should have enjoyed during the... As an example, if you're going to Goa from here by road, you are focused that I'm going to go to Goa and have a good time there on the beach. However, you forget to enjoy during the journey the whole part of it. If you're driving, the surroundings, the beautiful landscape, the weather, the music in the car, all that also needs to be enjoyed. You cannot be, which is the biggest malaise today, you cannot be stuck on your mobile and not be looking around and enjoying the rest of it and soaking that in. And once you reach Goa, okay, now let's start having fun. So it's not on a click of a button that you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to enjoy life per se. Each moment of it. Whatever you're doing, work hard, play hard, sleep well.
पर सर आज की जनरेशन के लिए तो मोबाइल ही एंटरटेनमेंट बनता जा रहा है. स्क्रॉलिंग कंटिन्यूअस स्क्रॉलिंग.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of that, you're losing friends.
Exactly.
And another thing I would like to say at this age, this is the batch or your own peers. This is the group which will see you through life. Okay. I, after 33 years, have come back to Kota. He's already mentioned, I am from Kota, settled here, did my schooling and my college here. Then I got commissioned into the army and I went out. After that, army never found it fit to post me back to Kota during my service. I've, no issues in that. Only part is, I enjoyed going all across the country. Thanks to the army, I have seen places which you wouldn't even have, at this age, you wouldn't have even imagined or think about. Or you could have only imagined.
Yeah.
So I've been to a lot of lovely, interesting places. Then it is your attitude and mindset of what you do with that place. So after 33 years, I've come back here. And I'm back to mixing around with friends. I'm back to connecting with them. And a lot of our classmates like Vincent is here. And a lot of us, we meet now on a regular basis, and that is a connect. The moment you meet, you are back to this. When I say this, it means school time. You back to the classes. You back to the all the masti that you do in classrooms. So you, in fact, even talk to each other with those pet names or things that you've named people.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of them are unmentionable. I'll not even start to mention them. So all that having said and done, that is, and all of us do have our respective stresses in life and other things. The moment you connect with your friends, this is where everything else falls out. All your ego, everything goes off, and you are connecting back into the at school level, at that level. It doesn't matter who that person is at that time. He might have become the president of India, or he might be doing nothing. But when you meet, you meet as equal, you meet as classmates. I'll not even say equal. You meet as classmates, which has no boundaries. I mean, you just fun and this thing together.
So in your graduation period also आपने डिफेंस की भी तैयारी तब से I guess शुरू कर दी होगी.
Not really actually. I keep saying, people say कि शायद सट्टे मारा है, but during that time इतना ज़्यादा पढ़ने का उसमें होता नहीं था.
अच्छा.
And luckily or unluckily हम आराम से हो गए पास. तो and like I said, it was destiny.
So you enjoyed in the
I loved each moment of it.
So what's that one memorable moment of OTA जो आपको हमेशा याद रहेगा? Like the naughtiest or the silliest one or some strategy kind of thing?
The silliest ones I'll not talk about because OTA में क्या है ना, the training is बहुत ज़्यादा tough होती है.
हाँ.
So आप लोगों को जिनको पता है IMA और OTA में, तो वही सिलेबस 1.5 साल में हम IMA में कराते हैं और उसी को in 9 months it is compressed. तो OTA में वही ट्रेनिंग करते हैं. And the killer is the weather of Madras. Then Madras, now Chennai. That weather is very hot and humid. तो उसके अंदर जब हम फिजिकल ट्रेनिंग ज़्यादा करते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली वो एक अलग टाइप का वो होता है. उसके बाद फिर वो द सो कॉल्ड रगड़ा which is over and above जो हमारी ट्रेनिंग का सिलेबस है उसके अलावा होता है वो. पर वो भी ज़रूरी है क्योंकि उसमें वो सीनियर्स आपको प्रिपेयर करते हैं टू गो थ्रू द वर्स्ट ऑफ फिजिकल.
Did you like that रगड़ास जो आपको सीनियर से मिलते थे?
I was infamous for my smile because जब रगड़ा चल रहा होता था तो for some reason I was physically reasonably okay, पर मैं अपने साथ वाले उनको देख रहा होता था जो तो उनके expressions कईयों के, most of them also were like me, but कुछ लोग थे जो उनके expressions देख के मेरे को हंसी आ जाती थी. So you would forget कि आप physical आपके भी you are also going through some physical torture. The torture is a strong word, but उनके expression से ये लगता था कि हंसी आती थी. तो because of that जो seniors होते थे जो रगड़ा दे रहे होते थे उनको लगता था कि ये क्या मजाक बना रहा है हमारा, कि मतलब ये क्या रगड़ा हुआ, कुछ और कराओ. So invariably I would get picked up and given some special treatment. तो it was one of those things. और OTA का most memorable moment, OTA में there is a flag which is presented, colors कहते हैं उनको, and luckily for me during our time which was the 50th course हमें colors present किए थे President of India ने, उस टाइम के President थे. तो मुझे select किया गया because मैं drill वगैरह में सबसे अच्छा था, तो मुझे select किया गया था and I received the colors. So that was definitely a very great moment for me. To receive the colors, which is a singular honor. So, and as luck would have it, my son also joined OTA. And मैं उसकी commissioning के लिए जब गया, तो I was even more thrilled to see कि उन्होंने वो जो photograph थी मेरी, पहले photograph एक painting लगी हुई थी mess in the mess अपना OTA में. अभी उन्होंने उसको एक 3-dimensional statue बना के they've placed it in the museum there. तो that was a
How was that feeling when you got to know?
That was a great feeling to see yourself as a statue. But the funny part is कि statue obviously not the issue. Issue is connecting and seeing that now you are going to be there forever till the OTA is there. Your name and your this thing is there.
Your legacy will continue.
That legacy will continue. So we finally managed to also. My son self and this statue we managed to click ourselves along with that. So that was a good.
And sir, as you said कि आप physically काफी अच्छे थे during OT also. तो जब आपने exam clear किया, written exam and then SSB वगैरह हुए, interviews हुए, तो वहाँ पे जो physical tests होता है, so you passed all of them or there were like rejections होता है, temporary and permanent rejections.
नहीं.
Did you face?
Luckily or unluckily, like I mentioned, I was a sportsman. मैं शुरू से सारे games खेलता होता था. तभी मैं फील्ड पे ज़्यादा होता था, क्लास में कम होता था. तो उस चक्कर में पनिशमेंट भी मिलती थी. बट थिंग वाज द फॉलो आउट वाज कि फिजिकली एटलीस्ट आई वाज फिट. तो आई कुड रन एंड आई कुड डू पुश अप्स एंड आई वाज आल्सो आई यूज्ड टू वर्कआउट एक्सरसाइज वगैरह तब भी करते थे, हम जिम में जाते थे. तो वो पुश अप्स पुल अप्स ये सब चीज़ों का पता था कि हाँ ये सब करना है. तो तैयारी करके भी गए थे थोड़ा बहुत. तो वहाँ पे इतना प्रॉब्लम आया नहीं उस सब चीज़ों का. तो that way that preparation was good. In SSP, contrary to belief कि आपको सारे physical वाले वो पूरे करने हैं, the attitude or the approach to that is more important. And I did manage to finish and repeat a few. तो उसमें obstacle course जो होता है उसमें आपको complete करके अगर आपके पास time है तो आप repeat भी कर सकते हो. I did manage to repeat 3-4 of them.
So you are good in leadership.
That
In
is a
teamwork.
requirement for the army.
Yeah, officers like quality.
Yeah.
एंड सर वन हैबिट जो कि आपने आर्मी से सीखी, जो आप अभी भी इनकलकेट एंड आप चाहते हो कि आपकी फ्यूचर जनरेशंस पे शुरू से ही इनकलकेट की है, जो आपने बाद में सीखी मे बी आफ्टर गोइंग इनटू ओटीए और आफ्टर
Procrastination. आज का काम कल के लिए टालना.
ये तो आज का यूथ करता ही है सर.
नहीं, मैं भी बहुत किया है. मे बी आई स्टिल डू इट. पर ये एक चीज मैंने सीखी और मैंने रियलाइज किया कि इसको हमको अगर हम अभी से इसको कंट्रोल कर सकें, काम वो हमको करना है, कल भी करना है, परसों भी करना है, तो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट कि उसको करके खत्म करो. देन रेस्ट इन पीस. आई विल नॉट से रेस्ट इन पीस, देन रिलैक्स इन पीस. सो दैट आई फील इज इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग विच जितना जल्दी हम सीखें उतना हमें फायदा होगा उसका.
सो वन थिंग जो कि आर्मी में आसानी से पीपल गेस नहीं कर सकते कि ऐसा रियलिटी में हो सकता है. सम डार्क थिंग्स, some secrets.
You want that? You want me to say that on camera?
I want to know it personally.
Any dark secrets? Everyone has fears. हर एक इंसान डरता है किसी न किसी चीज से.
Thing is to overcome that fears.
और death is obviously one of the things which everyone fears. But there are situations where you are faced with it, where you have to take a call कि whether I do this or I don't do it. That is one thing which how you overcome that fear. उसको आप कैसे काबू करते हो उस डर को. That is most important and that sets apart एक बहादुर जने को और एक not so बहादुर आदमी. वो अलग-अलग करता है.
Which one of them were you?
Thankfully I
बहादुर.
passed and I survived to talk about it.
So one question कि मैंने सुना है सर कि on higher altitudes ना chocolates दी जाती है आर्मी पर्सन्स को. So is it
many
true?
other things, yes.
So why? What's the reason behind it?
और भी काफी चीजें देते हैं. Actually high altitude में भूख लगनी कम हो जाती है.
हाँ.
आपको भूख कम लगती है और आपकी कैलोरिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट वैसे हाई होती है बिकॉज आसपास वेदर इतना ज्यादा कोल्ड है, एक्सट्रीम है. सांस लेने में आपको तकलीफ होती है बिकॉज ऑक्सीजन कम है. So, इन सब चीज़ों की वजह से और वहाँ के ऑल्टीट्यूड की वजह से आपको भूख कम लगती है. तो चॉकलेट्स वगैरह में कैलोरी ज़्यादा होती हैं. तो चॉकलेट्स हो गए, ड्राई फ्रूट्स हो गए, काजू बादाम वगैरह, ये सारी चीज़ें जो हाई कैलोरी वाली चीज़ें ये आपको वहाँ पे एक्स्ट्रा मिलता है ताकि आप अपनी कैलोरी रिक्वायरमेंट, जो भी लोग ज़्यादा सेशन पे रहते हैं 6 महीने वो वेट लूज करके आते हैं वापस.
Have you ever been to there?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Sir, as we know कि he has been selected as second in command for President's bodyguard in Rashtrapati Bhavan also. So it was among your huge honors, if I say.
Absolutely.
So does it ever change the perspective of looking up to the position after being into it?
It does change. Again, attitude के ऊपर है. It definitely changes because you are suddenly exposed to the highest echelon in terms of bureaucracy or even the hierarchy, everything. तो वहाँ से काफी हाई एट्रिशन रेट होता है. काफी लोग छोड़ते हैं वहाँ से बिकॉज उसके बाद वापस नॉर्मल आर्मी में या उसमें आने में प्रॉब्लम होती है. एंड मैं सिर्फ पीवीजी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. प्रेसिडेंट बॉडीगार्ड, पीवीजी, शॉर्ट इन शॉर्ट. बट जो वहाँ पे राष्ट्रपति भवन में भी और लोग भी जो काम करते हैं सभी का ये वो होता है. एक उस लेवल पे आप जाके आपका जो इंटरेक्शन होता है वो अलग लेवल के लोगों से होता है. अलग वो होता है. आपका पूरा लाइफ के प्रति जो नजरिया है वो चेंज हो जाता है. तो दैट इज वेयर एडजस्टमेंट इज इम्पोर्टेंट एंड स्टेइंग कीपिंग योर फीट ऑन ग्राउंड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कि आप धरती पे रहें और अपनी असलियत के बारे में जरूर उसको ना भूलें. डोंट टच, लूज टच विद दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट.
And so why did you choose army? There was air force, there was navy. Why did you particularly choose? Because it's the most toughest thing. Like तीनों में अगर कंपैरिजन करें तो आर्मी को बहुत ज़्यादा टफ माना जाता है, बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट रूटीन फॉलो किया जाता है, स्ट्रिक्ट ट्रेनिंग्स होती है, तो आपको वही चीज़ क्यों पसंद आई? आई हैव टू गो इनटू इट, व्हाई डिड यू डाइव इनटू इट?
वैसे टू बिगिन विथ आई विल बी ऑनेस्ट विथ यू,
या
कैंडिड कन्फेशन, मैं फाइटर पायलट का एस्पिरेंट था। मैं पायलट बनना चाह रहा था और मैं एयरफोर्स के लिए गया था सिलेक्शन
Okay.
के लिए। आई वेंट इन फॉर एयरफोर्स, आई वांट टू बी अ फाइटर पायलट। In fact, before that, I had joined NCC in college, and I was in the Air Wing NCC, and I was flying gliders and all here. I, in fact, have the unique distinction of having flown solo in about 28 launches,
Yeah.
whereas the normal is about 50 launches that you would get.
ओके
So I was very confident, and so was my Air Force instructor, that I would get through Air Force as a fighter pilot. I'll get through. However, unfortunately, when I went for the Air Force SSB, I did not clear the PABT. I failed in the.
Okay.
So that again was one of those. That's why I call that as destiny, where something that I was very confident of that I would get through,
या
I did not. And so my second choice was Air Force. After Air Force was Army. और फिर मैं मेरे को आर्मी के लिए सेलेक्ट कर लिया गया, and मैं फिर आर्मी में आ गया।
फिर आपने फ्लो पकड़ लिया लाइफ का कि ओके लेट्स कंटिन्यू.
And in hindsight, I feel कि army was better to begin with,
Okay.
because यहाँ पे मैं वो कर पाया जो मैं शायद एयरफोर्स में जाके नहीं कर पाता। एयरफोर्स मुझे शायद उन रिमोट एरियाज में नहीं भेज पाता,
हाँ.
और वो जो मेरे को एक्सपीरियंसेस थे
या
JNK के या ले के, वो सब वो मेरे को शायद नहीं मिलते।
एंड सर एज यू सेड कि आप एनसीसी कैंडिडेट भी रहे हैं, तो आपको कभी पोजीशंस मिली है, लाइक देयर आर पोजीशन सार्जेंट एंड कॉर्पोरल, सो हैव यू एवर गॉट वन ऑफ देम?
हाँ, I was under officer in the NCC in Air Force.
ओके
Air Wing NCC में मैं senior under officer था यहाँ पे।
इन स्कूल आल्सो?
In school I was a sergeant with
Sergeant.
जब, वो
Even I am
certificate-
sergeant.
okay. वो अपना सर्टिफिकेट, A सर्टिफिकेट के टाइम I was a sergeant.
ओके. एंड सर आपने 12th के बाद ही जस्ट एनडीए क्यों नहीं देने का सोचा? व्हाई यू वेटेड फॉर कंप्लीटिंग द ग्रेजुएशन एंड देन?
Two reasons for that. Firstly, शुरुआत में मेरे उस टाइम डॉक्टर बनने का ज़्यादा चाव था,
हाँ.
ठीक है, और दूसरा जब मैंने तब भी मेरे काफ़ी रिलेटिव्स वगैरह फौज में हैं, तो तब भी जब मैंने सबसे डिस्कस किया तो मेरा आइडिया ये था कि एनडीए के बाद नो एस्पर्शंस ऑन एनीथिंग, एनडीए के बाद स्कूल के बाद स्ट्रेट अवे आप आर्मी में चले जाओ,
हाँ.
तो आई फेल्ट कि आप ज़्यादा विजन नहीं खुलते हैं
ओके.
आप यू, सो आई वांटेड कि एक बार मैं कॉलेज लाइफ को भी एंजॉय करूं, आई
हाँ.
सी मोर वाइडर विस्टार्स,
हाँ.
एंड देन डिसाइड कि व्हाट डू आई वांट टू डू, दैट वाज इट।
एंड सर हाउ डिड यू मैनेज दैट स्ट्रिक्ट रूटीन जो आर्मी लोग फॉलो करते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट होता है, तो आप वो इजी था आपके लिए मैनेज करना?
नहीं नहीं, बिल्कुल इजी नहीं था, क्योंकि मैं रात को लेट जग सकता हूँ, बट सुबह जल्दी उठने में मेरे को प्रॉब्लम रही है शुरू से।
सेम.
इसलिए तो इनवेरिएबली स्कूल भी मैं साइकिल पे आता था, तो काफ़ी तेज साइकिल चला के आनी पड़ती थी ताकि टाइम से स्कूल पे पहुंच सकें। तो इट वाज जस्ट वन ऑफ दोज थिंग। आर्मी में भी सुबह सुबह कई बार पीटी के लिए लेट होते थे और उसके लिए पनिशमेंट मिलती थी, बट देन स्लोली यू ऑब्वियसली इट बिकम्स अ हैबिट,
Yeah.
और देन यू बिकम मोर डिसिप्लिन्ड ऑन दैट।
एंड सर ऐसा बोलते हैं कि डिफेंस फोर्सेस आर ऑलवेज ओवरलोड, क्योंकि किसी को डॉक्टर बनना है, किसी को इंजीनियर बनना है. मोस्ट स्टूडेंट्स आर इनटू जेईई एंड नीट एग्जाम्स, नॉट एनडीए, एफकैट और सीडीएस. सो आपका क्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है इस चीज पर कि इज इट रियली ओवरलोड?
आई फील टू एन एक्सटेंट यस, बिकॉज जो हमारे को everyone likes a good cushy life.
हाँ.
Let's face it, सबको पसंद है कि हम बड़ी गाड़ियों में घूमें, हम अच्छा पैसा कमाएं, and we enjoy the best things in life. तो and nothing wrong
Yeah.
about that also. So इसलिए, और आर्मी का जो वे ऑफ लाइफ है वो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, लाइक यू आर आल्सो
हाँ.
सेइंग, डिसिप्लिन भी है, दूसरी भी चीजें, इट्स अ टफ आस्क इन मेनी थिंग्स। तो उन सब चीजों को देखते हुए हर एक आदमी आर्मी के लिए सूटेबल भी नहीं है और ऑफ भी नहीं करता,
Yeah.
and it is not taken seen as a very lucrative career also, so
Yeah.
that unfortunately is the case, but luckily about some years back the government has realized that, और उन्होंने इसको थोड़ा ज़्यादा lucrative बनाने के लिए they with the pay commissions and all उन्होंने they've made it reasonably good. तो we are now getting decent
Okay.
candidates in the army.
Yeah. And sir, during the training आपका कोई ऐसा time period जब आपको लगा हो कि मुझे छोड़ देना चाहिए, I should give it up. आपको कभी ऐसा तो लगा ही होगा, कहीं toughest training हुई हो and you felt like कि अब नहीं हो सकता.
Somehow that give up attitude मेरा कभी रहा नहीं है.
अच्छा.
जब एक बार सोचा है कि ये करना है तो फिर उसके बाद I go whole hog for it. तो I generally don't give up. तो that way I was lucky. And in fact मेरे कई colleagues भी थे, postmates भी थे. मैं उनको भी guide कर पाया, उनको support कर पाया, and so that I feel is a intrinsic strength which I have. So thankfully I never got that.
कोई ऐसा
feeling.
toughest part जो आपको याद हो कि it was like most toughest जो आपकी 3-4 साल की ट्रेनिंग रही हो? और
ट्रेनिंग में तो काफी कुछ चलता है एंड बट उस दौरान आप फिर अपने आसपास वालों को देखते हो और कोई एक जना भी कर रहा है तो आप कह सकते हो अगर ये कर सकता है तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ.
उसमें ऑब्स्टिकल्स दिए जाते हैं आपको तो
Obstacle is the least of it actually. That does not it really does not challenge your resolve.
okay.
Obstacles don't challenge it. It is the complete attitude, the atmosphere, how you put through things. So if you're with additional weight, you're running 80 kilometers all night. It's raining. You're in mud. So
Yeah.
that pushes you. And then somebody else is falling to you, supporting. उसका weapon आप ले लेते हो, उसका weight आप ले लेते हो. So
हाँ.
that again brings you all close. It makes a good camaraderie, which I was talking about.
Yeah.
So that team spirit is what develops in difficulties. And
The
so-
leadership qualities and team
yeah,
spirit.
that too.
Yeah.
And the team spirit per se, just to support, because he's like your brother, he's your colleague, he's your
Yeah.
this thing, and you're supporting, and both of you know that in a time of requirement he'll be standing.
Yeah, true.
So those things help you in. That is the strength of the army, I would say.
So now we have to move on to the second segment of Beyond the Books, which is questionnaire round, where the audience will ask you the question and seek your guidance.
This is the difficult part.
Might be.
Okay.
So sir, आपके हिसाब से कौन सी स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा बेहतर है, लाइक फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ और द मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ?
Both strengths complement each other. Physical strength comes from mental strength. So mental strength is more important, I feel, because if you are mentally strong, you can endure a lot of things जो एक physically strong person ना कर पाए शायद. जब तक हम we lose it here, कुछ भी चीज हम हारते हैं, हार मानते हैं तो दिमाग में मानते हैं शायद. अगर हम हार नहीं मानेंगे तो हम नहीं हारेंगे. ठीक है.
मॉर्निंग सर.
वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग.
सर आप एक आर्मी ऑफिसर भी हैं और स्टूडेंट भी रहे हैं, हेड बॉय भी थे, सो आपने रीड बहुत ज़्यादा किया है लाइफ जर्नी, तो कोई एक से दो बुक्स जो आप मुझे सजेस्ट करना चाहिए?
अभी रीड करने की बात अगर मैं बताऊंगा तो फिर अगेन इट वुड बी टेलिंग. इन क्लास जब मैं बोल रहा था बाकी टाइम में बाहर खेल रहा होता था, उसके अंदर मैं लाइब्रेरी में जाके बैठ जाता था और रीड कर रहा होता था. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली नॉट कोर्स बुक्स और आई वुड रीड अदर बुक्स. ठीक है. सो यस, आई हैव रेड अ लॉट, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली नॉट द सीरियस रीडिंग काइंड्स. तो फ्रॉम दैट एंगल इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, क्योंकि आपका हर एक इंसान का अपना टेस्ट होता है. एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे मैं वेस्टर्न बुक्स ज्यादा पढ़ता हूँ, कॉबॉयज के बारे में पढ़ता हूँ. आई वॉज ऑल्सो फॉन्ड ऑफ राइडिंग, शूटिंग. ठीक है. तो वही मेरा इंटरेस्ट, तो मुझे वो बुक्स अच्छी लगती थी. मेरे ही क्लासमेट दूसरे लोग, उनको वो बुक्स नहीं अच्छी लगती. सो माई रिकमेंडेशन माइट नॉट वर्क फॉर यू. तो आप वो देखो कि आपका क्या इंटरेस्ट है, और उसके अंदर देयर विल बी अ प्लेथोरा ऑफ बुक्स जो आपको मिलेंगी, एंड आई एम श्योर यू विल बी एबल टू पिक अ फ्यू व्हिच आर. बट एक बहुत अच्छी किताब मैंने अर्ली इन लाइफ पढ़ी थी, हाउ टू मेक फ्रेंड्स एंड इन्फ्लुएंस पीपल, डेल कार्नेगी की. ठीक है. दैट इज अ गुड बुक फॉर एवरीवन कि इट टीचेस यू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. इट टीचेस यू टू बी अ गुड लिसनर, जो कि मुझे लगता है कि एक बहुत जरूरी चीज है टू मेक फ्रेंड्स ऑल्सो एंड अदरवाइज ऑल्सो इन योर जनरल लाइफ. किसी की सुननी बहुत जरूरी है. ज्यादातर लोग अपनी सुनाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन आप किसी की सुनोगे वो that is very important.
So, before wrapping up this podcast, what is that one message or life lesson you would like to give to the students or to the viewers watching this podcast right now?
Okay, just one.
Yeah.
I can think of a few, but anyway, one lesson that I would say is please enjoy what you are doing and don't have regrets in life.
True.
Enjoy what you are doing, do what you enjoy, don't have regrets. That I feel is don't take it as 3 messages, it is one.
So, thank you to the audience. Also, thank you to you, sir, to be the part of this podcast. It's truly honorable to be in front of you and to host you. It's truly mesmerizing for me, also. So, before concluding, let me give a brief introduction about Beyond the Books. It is a space that ensures that the students learn to communicate. The teams here work as a production, content writing team, as management. From everything from planning to execution, everything is managed by the students, which truly reflects our motto: for the students, by the students, and of the students. So, thank you, sir. Thank you, audience. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe this channel, and stay tuned for the upcoming podcast on Beyond the Books. Thank you.